Hi, Alexa. I just wanted to thank you for coming to the funeral and helping me with your father's things. You don't have to thank me. I miss him too. So it was nice to have a chance to really talk about him with someone who knew him well. Yes, he was such a wonderful man. I can't believe he's gone. Me either. He was far too young. He should have had a few more decades. I know, but cancer just doesn't care who it takes. I think that I'm going to donate most of what he left me to looking for a better way to treat it. I make more than enough that I don't need it. That's a lovely thought. I may donate a bit, but I'm still trying to save up to buy my first house. Oh, don't feel like you have to donate your money. Your father would want you to live a good life. I know. I just wish he could have seen it. I know what you mean. There's still so much time left. I'm having a hard time imagining life without him. I want you to know that you're always welcome to visit me. Thank you, I will. You were always more of a mother to me than my own mom. Oh, you're gonna make me start crying again. Oh, please don't. Not while you're alone. I know. It's just going to be rough. Just remember you and your husband are welcome here. Just let me know you're on the way and I'll make sure the place is ready. I will. You take care. And remember, Dad said he wanted you to be happy. You can be sad for a bit, but make sure to take care of yourself. And let me know if you need me for anything. We can drop everything and visit you if you get too lonely. You are so sweet. You take care. And remember, we love you. I love you too. Take care. Hey, sweetie. It's been too long since we talked. I know you're busy, so I thought I would text. Hi, Mom. It has been a while. Like almost a year. You got mad that Dad didn't leave you and Nancy anything. Well, to be fair, you should have shared in that windfall. I mean, I was his wife, and Nancy was his daughter. Not according to a DNA test. What? Did he tell you? No. I found out that Nancy wasn't his biological daughter when helping clean up his stuff. I realized that when he learned that, he left. I made a mistake, but he threw away our marriage, and he left you and your sister to take care of yourselves. I spent more time with Dad than with you, remember? The school system was better where he lived. And you chose him over me and your sister. That still hurts me. Is this why you contacted me? To make me feel guilty? No! I'm so sorry. I actually just missed you. It's like you started getting closer, then suddenly you stopped talking to us. When you refused to come to my wedding, we didn't talk nearly so much. Well, you should have made your sister your maid of honor. You hurt her so badly by choosing someone who isn't even family. I asked her to be one of my bridesmaids, but Hannah has been my best friend since I was 5 years old. See? You chose someone else over us. You always choose other people, leaving your sister and I on our own. I'm barely scraping by, while you have a good job and a lot of money from your father. Mom, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. I have to get back to work. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, old wounds. I try not to feel betrayed, but sometimes you remind me so much of your father. And you know what he did to me. He left you after you cheated on him. I think that's a normal reaction. What about your sister? She didn't deserve being abandoned like that. He didn't abandon her, remember? You refused to let him put his name on her birth certificate because you were mad at him. At least that's what you told him. I was too embarrassed to tell him the truth. I knew he wasn't Nancy's biological father. Well, that's in the past, and now he's gone. You need to stop dragging all of that up and acting like the victim. I'm not acting like a victim. I'm really hurt. I have work to do. Take care, Mom. But I needed to ask you something. Well, you used up that time complaining about the past. I can call you later. Oh, don't bother. I'll reach out to you later when I have some time to chat. Okay, take care. Hello, Alexa. Do you have time to talk? You didn't answer your phone. Sorry, no. Waylon and I are at a concert, so I wouldn't be able to hear you. Why didn't you call me back earlier? You told me not to call, that you would call when you have time. Well, I have time now. Sorry, Mom, but I don't. Feels like you're trying to avoid me. You come into money and suddenly you never have time for us. We literally covered this topic earlier in the week. We haven't talked much since you guys refused to come to my wedding. Well, we had every right to be angry. I'm putting my phone away now. No, wait! I need your help. With what? I don't want to bring this up with you, but I went to the doctor this week. Oh my god, is something wrong? Are you sick? It's my hips. You know that I always had problems with them. Now they're saying that I need to get them replaced. Replaced? You're only in your 50s. I know, but it's the weak bones that my family has. You'll need to keep that in mind too, you know. Oh my goodness. They really think that you need to replace them? Unfortunately, yes. And my insurance simply won't cover it. If there's a huge deductible, then they won't cover much at all, even after it has been met. That's horrible. I know. So as much as I hate to ask, would you be able to help me pay for it? I'm not sure. How much do you need? Between the deductible and what they won't cover, I'll need you to help cover $75,000. Wow, that's a lot. I don't exactly have that kind of money on hand. I don't need it all now. If you can send some now, then liquidate assets or whatever, and then send more along over the next couple of months, and that should take care of it. After all, it's not like I need it all at once. Okay, I'll do that. When do you think you can send along the first part? What is your deductible? I think $35,000. I don't have that. Well, I can probably work with just 20 grand for now, then work with them on billing. I'll need to talk to Waylon, but I think that we can help with that. Why do you need to talk to him? It's your money, not his. He's my husband, so it isn't just my money. That's the way marriages should work. We are a family, and you didn't feel that way. I need to go. The next band is about to play, and they're the reason why we're here. Don't forget you promised to help me. I know. I'll send the money along when I get a chance. I'm sorry you're in so much pain. Well, you know how I tend to suffer in silence. Your poor sister has been such a huge support during my time of need. I'm sorry I haven't been there to help. I'll try to visit you guys soon. Oh no, I can't ask you to do that. You're already sending money to help. Between your money and Nancy's moral and physical support, I'll be fine. Are you sure? I'm sure I'll make do. I wouldn't want to add more to your plate. Okay, because I can get time off to visit while you're getting the surgery. A flight shouldn't be too expensive, and it's definitely time for me to swing by the old house. Oh, that's very sweet, but we will be okay. Besides, don't you want to get back to your concert? Yes, but I just want to make sure you'll be okay. I'll be fine, as long as you remember to send the money so I can start setting everything up. I will. Please take care of yourself. I will. Have a good night.
You look upset. Are you not enjoying the concert?
It's not that. Just got some messages and a bit of guilt from my mother.
Don't take calls or texts from her on our date night. She'll spoil the mood.
It's not spoiled. Not when I'm texting the hottest man here.
What did your mother want?
She went to the doctor because of her hips, I think. They're recommending that she get them replaced.
What? But she's still so young.
That's what I said, but there are several bone issues on my mother's side, like osteoporosis.
Still, I would think that it was a bit early.
I don't know. I'm not a medical professional.
I'm dubious about it still. They were so angry with you when you wouldn't give them any of your inheritance. This kind of feels like they have found a way to scam you out of your money.
Oh, please, let's talk about this later, Waylon. I just want to enjoy the date night.
You're the one who let your mother try to ruin it.
Waylon.
I got it, I'll stop. Let's just enjoy tonight. We can talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, now hurry back. They're all on the stage, and I know you don't want to miss when that first chord is struck.
No, I'm hurrying.
You missed it!
I can still hear. And if you're gonna pick on me, I'm gonna just hang out where I am.
Okay, I can go hang out with the second hottest guy here.
You cruel, cruel woman.
Get over here, I feel like dancing.
Now we're talking.
Hi, Mom. I've just wired $25,000 over to you. Oh, bless you. That should really help. When do you think you'll be able to send the rest? I don't know. I'll have to keep sending smaller amounts because some of the money is tied up in investments. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I know. So I won't go into it, but as I get the money, I'll send it over. Do you know when you'll go through with the surgery? I'll be talking to the doctor this week or next week. We'll decide then. How much time off work will you need? I don't know about the details. Since I wasn't sure I would have the money, I didn't go digging into the details. Okay, well, please keep me posted. I want regular updates from you or Nancy if you don't want me there. I'll see what we can do, but you may be in the dark for a bit since I'll need to be focused on recovery. And Nancy will need to be focused on me. I guess you're right. But do try to keep me updated. I know we don't talk much, but I'm still concerned about you. That's so sweet. Thank you, honey. I just want you to be healthy. Take care. Hey, honey. We haven't heard from you in forever. It's been a while. I was expecting to hear updates. Updates? Oh, right, from the surgery. Oh, I'm doing much better. The drugs really made me loopy. And the pain, wow, it was so painful. Well, I hope that it went really well. I wish you would have told me anything about it. I had too much on my plate. You can't expect me or Nancy to keep you updated. If you really cared, you would have come to visit. You told me not to come. Right. Well, I just mean, you could have contacted us. I'm sure we would have responded. You never told me when the surgery was, so I had no idea when to even contact you. I suppose that's a fair point. It's funny how you have turned this into being all about you. I'm the one who went through so much, and yet it's all about you. I'm glad you're fine. Take care, Mom. Are you going off to pout? No, I'm going off to work. You know, the thing that helps me pay the bills and pay for my house? You have a house? Yeah, Waylon and I bought it last year. And you never told me? Why not? We haven't been speaking much. I figured it didn't really matter. Well, it does remind me that we need your help. Again? Yes, you know that you're the only person we can turn to. What kind of help do you need? I haven't been able to do anything to our house since your father left. It's practically crumbling now. Really? Absolutely. If I were to send you pictures, you would be stunned that your mother and sister are living in such deplorable conditions. Okay, send the pictures. What? Why would I do that? I'm trying to protect you, because if you saw it, you would feel so guilty. I'm willing to take that risk. Oh, I'm too embarrassed. Please don't make me feel worse shame than I already do now. I don't make nearly as much as you. It's all I can do to keep a roof over our heads, and now that roof is leaking. Well, Nancy could get a job. Then you'll have a lot more money. She has to take care of me. Thank goodness she wasn't employed when I needed her after my surgery. When was the last time she had a job? Stop trying to shame your sister. She's here for me, and you aren't. So, to make it up to us, you can always send money to fix the house. That's what I thought. Well, it is the least you could do since you abandoned us. Abandoned you? Funny, I remember things a bit differently. But I did send you 75 grand already this year. I'm not wealthy. But you have more money than we do. Heavens, you even bought your own house. How can you sleep at night knowing that the house may collapse on our heads while we sleep? Pretty well. You've never mentioned the house, so I had no idea. Well, now you know, so you can help us get out of this mess. I really don't have any money to give you right now. Sorry. You don't sound very sorry. I can't believe you would just leave us in such a horrible state. It's at least $100,000 worth of repairs. Well, you could have asked it a lot sooner, instead of waiting until after taking 75 grand from me. I didn't think you'd have a problem with helping us. After all, your father cut us out of his will, so he left everything to you. Actually, he left a lot to Miriam. That bitch! She was the reason he moved on from us. I'm pretty sure your infidelity made that inevitable. And don't say that about her. She's been really good to me. I'm sure she's just trying to get more of his money from you. She's never asked for a dime. Then you should be able to help us. I'll tell you what. If you send me the name of the contractors you're considering, I'll send payments directly to them. What? You can't do that. Don't you trust me? Something just feels really wrong, and I'm willing to help where I can. I mean, I am a project coordinator. This is the kind of stuff I do for a living. Oh, I don't want to add more to your plate. If you wire the money like you did for the surgery, I can take care of everything. I'll think about it. I need at least $5,000 to start the process. Okay, I can send that over the weekend. Oh, can't you send it sooner? I could not send it at all. This weekend is fine. Hey, Alexa, I wanted to check in with you, see how you're doing. A bit more agitated these days. Is Waylon giving you trouble? Because I told him that if he gives you trouble, he's gonna find himself in a world of hurt. No, Waylon is very nearly a saint. He's been necessarily critical for me lately. What? Why? Mom's been asking me for money. I'm on Waylon's side if you gave that no-good egg donor anything. She actually did help to raise me, so she's not the worst. I'm actually surprised that she hit you up for money. I mean, she has to be doing pretty well after all of the upgrades she made to her home. You can't do that much with $5,000. She got all of that for $5,000? No way. I mean, it took them like nearly 3 months to do everything. What do you mean 3 months? She only asked me for money to help with the house a few days ago. She had the entire house completely revamped about 6 months ago. Became the talk of the town for a few days. I don't miss that about small towns. That's some boring news. Not the kind of renovations she did. But she told me just a few days ago that the house was falling down around them. It definitely isn't. Do you know what's going on with them? What do you mean? What's the word around town about Mom and Nancy? Oh, Nancy is engaged and she has been going on and on about how lavish her wedding will be. Ah, there it is. What? Barbara scammed me to fix up her house earlier this year. Wait, you paid for that? I paid for her to get hip replacement surgery. Oh wow, now that is bad. Now she's saying that the house is falling apart to get more money out of me. And she's gonna use it for your sister's wedding. I'd be willing to bet that is the case, yes. And I stupidly sent them $5,000 already. You didn't! Man, that would be a cute wedding for a small group. Barbara wants me to send $100,000. Get out! That's just... Wow, your mother is so manipulative. Clearly, I never should have sent her a dime. Could I get you to do me a favor? Do you want me to beat them up? No, not that extreme. I don't need you in jail for assault. But if you could get me the name of the wedding planner they have lined up, I would be forever grateful. $100,000 grateful? Oh, stop it. I'll help you with your next project, no charge. That is very gracious, but I don't actually want anything from you. Helping you get even is more than enough to keep me entertained. You never did like Nancy. Oh, she was absolutely horrible. Don't worry about anything. I'll get you the information you need. And Alexa, yeah? Don't give your mother any more money. Don't worry, I won't. In fact, I won't even call her my mother anymore. Ha! Magnificent. Take care. You too. And know that a lot of people still love you. Aw, I love you guys too. Now go get Waylon to take care of you there, while I take care of things here. Will do. Stay safe. How dare you ruin your sister's wedding? What do you mean? Is Nancy getting married? Don't play games with me, you absolute horror of a daughter! This is why we cut you out of our lives! Yeah, until you needed money. Then you were all up in my phone pestering me and scamming me out of my money. You owe us that money. We should have gotten some of the money when your father died. Well, I'm gonna respect his wishes going forward. You will never get another dime. But I do want to say that the renovations are lovely. I look forward to being able to take over the house when Waylon and I are ready to move to a smaller town to start having children. You are not going to get my house! Did you not hear me? I'm not giving you another dime. That means no more allowance for you or Nancy. When you can no longer pay for the house, you'll beg me to buy it from you. You bet! In the meantime, I'm going no contact with you. I'll email you my lawyer's contact information. He's currently seeing if I can recoup any money since you didn't use it for surgery. That is fraud, just so you know. How could you do this to us? With a bit more of a conscience than you had when you scammed me out of $80,000. What about your sister's wedding? I don't know. What about it? Her fiancé is threatening to break it off if we don't keep up our end of it. Sounds like he's learning a lot faster than me that you guys aren't what you pretend to be. Good luck. Barbara and Nancy wouldn't stop calling and texting me. As tempted as I was to block them, my lawyer told me to keep the communication open so that we could get more evidence. As it turns out, I was able to sue my mom in civil court because what she did was fraud. I won, but of course, she can't pay it. They did start taking it out of her paycheck, but I know that she'll never be able to repay all of it. When the house went into foreclosure, I did step in and buy the house. I'm letting the two women rent it from me since Waylon and I aren't exactly planning on having a kid quite yet, but I let them know they have a year to find another place. Waylon and I aren't trying not to get pregnant. Nancy did end up getting married, but it did not get off to a good start since she's already back to living with Barbara. According to Amanda, it became clear that the reason she was getting married was because she was pregnant. That's the only reason why her boyfriend proposed. Good luck to him, because I wouldn't be surprised if she weren't actually pregnant. She learned well from our mother how to scam people. As for Wayne and I, we are so happy. He's become the blocker. Neither of those women can contact me without going through him. And that man won't let them bother me. We've spent a bit more time with Miriam, and I'm thinking about buying a place close to her. After all, I want my children to know their grandma, the person who actually cared for me and loved me. If I do that, I'll contact Nancy's husband to offer him the house. If he has a child, he'll need a place of his own. Then it will be up to him if he wants to let those women into his home. I still want to help my niece or nephew if they're real. For now, though, I'm not going to think about it. Waylon and I are just happy where we are and are considering taking a second honeymoon just to take off some stress. And I don't think any of us would mind if that results in our family growing.